Hey, what's up with you YouTube? It's your boy Cstapz coming to you with the updated Stamina Warden build for ESO for the new chapter. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, see that button right there, hit that sub button. Keeps you in tune with all of my new videos. If you're looking for a tanky, meta but off meta, can't die, you can die but can't die, really tanky, really good sustain, and you hit hard, this is the build for you. If you're new to the channel, check out some of my other builds. If I didn't update them, I'm still using them. I know it's been a while. Welcome back. I'm here. Hit me up down below in the comments. Here comes the build. Stay tuned. Okay, let's get straight into the build. So let me buff up so I can show you the stats buffed up and everything. I know that's what you guys like to see. So this is with the pot, and this is buffed up. We're at 1200, almost 1300 max magicka, 1200 health recovery. This is in Cyrodiil, 1700 stam recovery. Weapon damage 4100. Weapon critical is up there. Your physical and spell resistance, if you buff all the way back up, is up there. Like I said, when you pop your buffs, let me rebuff up so you guys can see it one more time. See if this is the build for you. And you do have decent penetration on this build, and your physical and spell resistance is through the roof. Max stamina, we have all of it into max stamina, 64 going down. We do have battle spirit active. We're using smoke bear hunch on this build. Mundus of choice on this build is the warrior. If you feel you need more sustain, you can switch to the serpent. Going down, we do have minor berserk and all of our buffs that come from being a warden on us. Our race of choice on this build is wood elf. I like wood elf for the movement speed and the physical and spell penetration. Like it makes you hit so hard, just the extra penetration just for being this race. Next, you have another passive that gives you stam recovery, which is really nice. And going down, you have a max stamina bonus also, and poison and disease resistance. Now from there, we're gonna go straight into the sets, because you have to see the sets to understand the skills. So first, let's go. First setup is Master Set Masters, which is a two-piece from the arena, Dragonstar Arena. You could do this on normal, but you having this just the twin slash dot on them is just so much pressure, and it hits so hard, like it's ridiculous. You do want to have this in Nirnhone, and you do want to have this in maces. If you can't use maces, you have daggers or something, that's fine. You don't have to have it perfected. As you see, I don't have it perfected. Next, you want to have sharpened, same mace. Pretty much, I do have new enchantments on here that deals magic damage, restores health, magicka, and stamina. Really nice. I have them on both. Going down or back bar, we have the Vate strand perfected lightning staff. Yes, lightning staff. We are not using a frost staff on this build, even though it does kind of go with the warding. We are using the electricity on this just for, like, I really don't like blocking on my back bar. If I do block, I don't want to use my magicka, so that's the real reason. So I preferred the lightning staff, but you can use any other staff. You just really want to do the weakness of the elements and making the beam go across them. Besides that, it's a little bit of penetration, but it is on your back bar, so think about that. But really nice. Get this from the arena. Also, you don't have to have this perfected. You can do it with non-perfected. Really good. Don't know about it. It's in pretty much a lot of my builds lately, and a lot of other people builds. The mythic of choice for me in this build is the Gaze of Syphis. I do like this and reinforced with the prismatic lift on it. And just because, man, the health recovery, even though it gets halved in PvP, is really nice. The max health is really nice. But the 4000 armor is just really nice. It's like having another set that you can boost up your health and everything. It's really nice. It does reduce your block mitigation, so if you block, you won't get any mitigation. So I roll dodge a lot anyway, so who really cares about block mitigation? Let's go down. Next setup. A lot of people think this set is broken or it's nerfed and all of this and that. It's not. Prismatic is what I'm using on here with reinforced. If you don't know what Mara is, like they nerfed it down a little bit, but it doesn't really affect the Warden, because when you take damage, you have 6 or more negative effects. You restore 1000 per negative effect. That's perfectly fine. What we're going for is the 5-piece set. When a negative effect is removed from you, restore 1,349 health. This can happen every 1 second. So you put that in with your health recovery, which when you pop a pot is at 1,235. Add another basically 200 to that from just using your Betty. You're going to have statuses on you all the time. Your Betty is free. Every 2 seconds, if you don't know, the bouncing Betty, which I call it, it reduces, it takes a negative effect off every 5 seconds. So if you just spam it when you have a lot of effects on it, it's going to take it off every 1 second. So Mara's not really broken on this build. You can use Dragon Appetite if you like, but I do really still like Mara's, and that big heal at the end sometimes saves my life. So next, Balorg's 1 piece. You do want this in medium. You have the helmet and the chest in heavy. You do want this in medium. Impin, Prismatic Glyph, just add more weapon and spell damage. Next, you want to have a 1 piece of training and divines. Divines is going to give you more weapon damage from your Mundus Stone, which is really nice. Next, going down, we have a 1 piece of Druid. I did pick to have Druid on this just for the 1 piece of max health. Or if you want, you could put on a 3 piece of training and get yourself more stamina. So it just kind of depends on what you want to do. But I do have this in divines, and I have this in divines, and the waist is light. But you can make training in any way you want it. But we do have training down here also, just to give you the max magicka. You do need that on this build. Going down, feet, Mara's, heavy, Impin, Prismatic Glyph, really nice. Mara's on the jewelry, Bloodthirsty with the reduced health, magicka, and stamina glyph, really nice for your sustain. If you want to do more damage, just change these out and put weapon damage on here. Will hit way harder, but the same sense, there's no point in hitting hard if you can't sustain it. So if you need to flip-flop or make this work, make it work any way you can, but we do have the same glyphs on every single piece. Next, skills up. We do have on the front bar, like I said, we're using the masters, so we are using rending slashes. Just put initial dot on them and a bleed over 20 seconds, which is really nice. I'm using the one that reduces their movement speed and gives them the hemorrhage. So just slowing them down, keeping them lined up, and keeping them inside of that Vate strand proc is really nice. Like I said, you tether that in with the masters, so you're getting really high numbers off of your masters. Really high numbers. Let's continue. Next, Bird of Prey. This is for your movement speed, just so you move like a, crazy man running through the forest or something. But you want to, just pop your wings right around. Like I said, wings are really nice. It gives you basically immunity of snares, which is really nice, but it gives you minor berserker while slotted, and it gives you movement speed when you do pop it. Really nice for 6 seconds. Next skill up is Arctic Blast. I'm using Arctic Blast on this build. That's your, oh my god, oh shit, I need a heal. You spam this a couple times and you will be back up. Combine that with some other skills and your heals over time, and you'll be back to full in no time. Next, we're using Deep Fissure on this. We are using Deep Fissure and not the Stamina Morph. Just using some magicka to do damage, and it does a lot more. Gives you the Major Breach, which is really nice. So you'll get the Major Breach from your subs ability, but say you don't have it behind an enemy behind there, boom, you get it on them also, which is really nice. It works really nice with the penetration and all the other dots and everything we have going on them. If you don't know what Shock is, it pops up. First initial hit is in 3 seconds. You can recast it, or you can wait and get the bigger hit on the second one, which is really nice. So just maintain it and keep it down at all times. As you can see, it hits for 11,000. This isn't buffed up. If we buff up, it's going to be a little higher. So we'll buff up and we'll look. And as you can see, 9,531, 13,000. Hits really hard. Next ability is Lotus Blossom. This is a 60-second buff. When you light attack, basically you're giving health to you or your teammates for 1 minute. Really nice. So when you're weaving in, what you should be doing anyway, you're going to be giving health to you, your teammates, and everybody else, which is really nice. And you get major privacy and savagery, which is really nice just for having it active. Ultimate of choice on this build is Northern Storm. If you don't want to use Northern Storm, you can use Flawless Dawnbreaker or Dawnbreaker Smiting, which is really nice. Will give you more damage, but I do like the Storm just for the fact that after the storm is over, what comes after the storm. It's the lightning, and you get 30 for 30 seconds. You get 300 weapon and spell damage, which is like a Balor's proc, which is really nice. And when you pop it, you get major protection, reducing your damage taking by 10%, which is really nice. Like, don't sleep on this. That's my ultimate of choice, and it does damage. Nothing like having a storm. Next, living trellis is our morph we want to use on your vines. Just you could pop this on people. I done seen 6,000 heals. I done seen some nice heals off of this. You spam it on your teammates because you do want to be able to give them some type of support. So this is your heal, and really, really good. Like with the passives and everything, it's really good. Give them more health. Love it. Next, Blue Betty is our Betty of choice. We're using Blue Betty to give us back more Magicka because I felt like we needed a little more Magicka sustain on this build versus Stamina sustain, because your Stamina sustain feel awesome, but now I leverage it out and it feels perfect. It's the same. It reduces, I mean, it takes the negative effect off. It's really, really nice. Love it. Resolving Vigor, if you don't know what Resolving Vigor is, they've been changing it like crazy, but basically you pop it for 5 seconds, it gives you a heal, which is really, really big on this because you have powered on your back bar. Don't forget about that powered on the back bar. But really, really nice. Next, we have Elemental Subsibility. Like, if you don't know what this does, it gives a breach on them, but it gives them a different status effect every 8 seconds, basically, and it gives them the breach, which is really, really nice. This procs your Vate also, but if you don't have a Vate, that's fine, but you do want to have powered on your Vate also to help with your heals, because most of your heals are on your back bar. Next, Ice Fortress is your, your major resolve, which is really, really nice. You get protection. Nice ultimate of choice is Healing Thicket. If you don't know what Healing Thicket is, it's a cheap ultimate. You throw it down, it's your heal. You sit in it, your teammates, they get healed up. Really, really nice. Like, I love it. It's one of my favorites. Like, can't be a Warden without trees. You can't be. Like, but going in, like I said, I'll go back to consumables. We are using, if you cannot afford the Smoke Bear Hunt, you can use Jewels of Misrule. If you feel like you need different sustain, use the Dubious. These are 2 other options on the build. You don't have to use the gold expensive food. We are using, like you said, we are using tripods on this build. Like I said, they're kind of expensive right now, but they're really, really nice. If you can't afford them, just make some random pots like I did. I made some restored health, but that'll work. Stamina pots, whatever you need to use. Like I said, going over everything there, we'll hit to the champion points now, which I'm near the part where I don't really do too much differently. I'll just show you Gifted Rider. You do want to have that. Give you faster. Steed Blessing. Treasure Hunter is nice. We'll go over to the blue tree. We're using Master at Arts. That increases your damage done with direct dots, which is really, really nice. Biting Aurora increases your damage with AoEs. That'll be your what's that? Not your Northern Storm, but yeah, your Northern Storm, your Arctic Wind, and all of that. Ironclad reduces your damage take. You do want to be tanky. You don't want to die. Reduces your damage also. So we have a little bit of damage. You could change these out if you want to do more damage, but that's on you. Right now I'm in a tanky, and we are in a really, really high damage meta. So remember that. Red bar, we're using Survival Instincts, which is really, really nice when affected by a status effect. They're cheaper. I was actually thinking about changing this out because a lot of times the status effects get removed by my Betty, which is really, really nice, but that's another thing. I'll try that out. Reduce your damage taken, negative effects on you, pain, refuge, sustained by suffering, which is really, really nice. Like I said, you see the path I'm going here, but just want to have all your champion points, but that is what I'm using on this build. Trying to think, did I forget anything? I think I got you guys with all of the quick stuff. If you guys do need to see footage, I do have shorts. I have shorts that will be playing my PvP footage. If you guys do need any tips or pointers on anything, feel free to hit me up down in the comments. Like I said, go join the Discord. Do have Discord. I'll link that down. I do stream live on Twitch every Sunday. I'll be on. Besides that, you might catch me during the week, but I will be on every Sunday. I'll provide a link down below. If you're new to the channel and you do like my builds, or if you have any comments to say on a build that you used of mine, or just want to say what up though, hey, holla, feel free. Like I said, it's your boy. I appreciate all you guys. Welcome back. I'm back. Peace. Got those snipers up top. These motherfuckers so soft. They got snipers up top. I threw out trees. That shit just be timing, man. He's a magma. Shit, we gotta go down that hill, y'all. Shit, we out of there. That shit was going a little crazy, man. Like, them motherfuckers going nutty. Between the snipers everywhere. Oh, here we go. We got some other ones over here now. I'm here with you. I ain't go out without a kill, boy. Got me one. Or they said I didn't, but whatever. Found that dude on his mount. He was just chilling, minding his business.